want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. And we want to get loaded.
Ah, delicious.
Good evening and welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. It's the start of the year. Yes, it is. Happy New Year to everybody in chat. Happy New Year to all the casters.
Happy New Year!
We're down a caster and gained 2 casters. So
how does that work?
I don't know. So unfortunately, Danny can't join us. He's ill at the moment. So big love to you, Danny.
Yeah, that thing.
We'll speak to you later. I can't do it. So.
Can't do that. No.
So I hope you're all well in chat. It is a new year. It's 2021, and it's still the same shit as it was before.
Same shit, different day,
in fact, it's getting
worse.
Might
be a little bit worse now.
Yeah, we're having a
Same
tier
shit, different
5,
year.
aren't we?
Oh, God knows.
More than likely. I can see it happen.
We're having a stronger tier 4.
Tier 4 plus.
Yeah.
Pro, as Geek Vape would say.
Yeah. It's getting a bit like fucking iPhone, innit? We'll have an iPhone, then we'll have an iPhone E. We'll have an iPhone fucking Pro.
Definitely.
So,
And it's only going to cost more.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. So, yeah, I have got a new computer, which I said on Wednesday. So, hopefully, it doesn't crap out. It's just that I've got nothing set up on it yet because I only built it on Wednesday morning, went live on Wednesday, and then obviously New Year's starting. I just have time to do all. So, we are, maybe I'll stop talking a little bit. Maybe not. I don't know. I've got a new microphone and everything. So, we will go around and say, oh, and we've got a guest. I've got to mention, we have got a guest, and it is caused by Scott. So welcome, Scott.
Good.
And I will stop talking and I will let someone go through chat and we'll pick on CJ.
Yeah.
No.
Yay!
Lucky man.
I used to like you, Benny.
Well, you're not the only one, mate. So
Right.
Come on, CJ. It's his way of showing his love to you.
Right, we've got Simon62. Welcome. We got JP. We have me. We have Blazing Vapes, Benny Vapes, Gareth Shrek Barker. Good evening to you. We have Ian, Stuart Ayrton, the Amateur Vapor UK. Good evening. Where are we? Mr. Anderson, how are you, Paul?
Mr. Anderson.
Paul, hope you are well. What does that say? I can't read names of shit.
do you want to bother them?
Mark H.
yeah, that's what I need. That's what I need. Ronson boy, is that how you say it?
Rawlinson boy, yeah.
Anyway, Free Rider Vapor, how are you? Where are we? Graham Spears, welcome. We've got Scott Morrison, nice to see you. Jay Jerry, Black Country Vapor. Oh God, it's just skipped. That's not good. If I miss anyone, please do interrupt me.
Feel free to shout.
Craig Brown. I said Jay Jared, didn't I? Ryan Boyce, nice to see you. Jad UK. I think that's it. Sheboygan there. Vaping Mate. Dion78. I think that's it.
Amateur Vapor.
Jay Jerry.
And everyone on replay.
I think that's it. I've only butchered one name tonight, so.
Mr. Albert Valenti.
Bloody hell. Proper
Hi,
coils.
Proper
Parker.
Here.
Proper coils. There you go. Proper coils.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark, I'll give him my glasses there, mate. I'll send them over in post. I can't see for toffee. So, and as Mr. Blazing says, everybody on replay.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us. So we will go around. We will go around for a little buffet, and we will go around to Mr. J.
Well, I'm really going to keep it simple. I'm on my Legend with my own logo on it. More product placement with a Tango RTA on top of it by Geek
And
Vape.
where can you get them from?
Those ones, just follow me at custom.ages on Instagram. Oh, by the way, last week I did my 200 skin. So
Well done,
a
you.
little less than 165 to go. 56, 165. Yeah, 165. Yeah. So, and on a Max with the all-day banger, the That Rabbit RTA V2. And the first one is the Butterscotch Reserve. And in the second one, I have a little DIY thing. Black honey tobacco, vanilla custard, and sugar cookie. It's coming around, Benny. It's coming around.
Yeah, so it's starting to steep a little bit.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Cool. And I'll pass it on to Ian, my hero today. Thank you.
Jay, thank you very much. I'm not about hero, but cheers anyway. Right, we've got let's start small. So I've got this. Got this back out the other week, the old Caliburn and the original Caliburn. I'm enjoying it more the second time round than I did the first time, to be fair. So that's good. I got some Herbal Tides 6 milligram free base cool berry in there. Hello everyone in chat, by the way, sorry. And secondly, I've got my Atlas green screen's having a moment.
You need
Atlas,
shed.
Yeah, I mean,
You got a green screen?
You have a green.
No.
Oh dear. I try. What I've got? What is that? Next mesh thingy, isn't it? Yeah, next mesh. Doofer. I think I got that. But I got that from Blazing Vapes online. I think. Pretty sure I did.
Yeah.
In that I have some Vapetasia Killer Custard Lemon, which, funnily enough, is up on the channel, I believe, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, I've got my Aegis X with my Laid Back Vape Show.
Yeah.
Famous plug there, Ian.
Yeah, blatantly for two different things.
It's a double plug now.
Watch it tomorrow.
It's my skins on your show.
And what have we got? Oh, this is I've forgotten the name of this launcher, Y-Rice launcher, with some of this stuff that I'm still loving. Vermilion from Zeus Juice.
Nice.
And that is me. And I will pass it round to our special guest, Scott from Calls by Scott.
Hello. So I am vaping on the Spectre from Vapors Cloud and the Asgard Mini with some forecourt aliens and some unicorn desserts, strawberry cheesecake delight. That's real nice.
Behave, CJ.
And I've got the Odin Mini Ether RTA with some super good Butter 05 salts. And that's it.
Lovely.
Short and sweet.
Who do you want to pass it around to?
I will pass it on to Steve.
Thank you, Scott. I've got the Argus GT. Oh, there we go. With the Crown 5, with a bit of nice matchy going on. And in that, I have also got some Vermilion by Zeus Juice. Lovely jubbly. And then I've got the Paradox mod from Aspire, their no-name sort of collaboration thing with the drop on top, with some Mods and Pods peanut butter fudge cheesecake on top of that.
Nice.
And that's me. I'll pass that on to JP.
Steve, I'm on the Brunel mouth to lung on the Gruss. In that, I've got tobacco scotch. As well as that, I'm on the Dreamer 1.5 with the Asgard Mini. In that, I have got Charlie's Chalk Dust Mr. Meringues, which you can get over at Blazing Vapes online store if you want to check it out. Last but not least, I'm on the Crown 5 on the Q class with Absolute Blackcurrant. And I'll pass it over to...
Hang on. Have you been playing with Max or something?
Yeah, I've been playing with
Did
knives.
you burn your finger on the Mac?
Found his finger
What
in
happened?
the cherry.
No, I was trying to get a tag off a knife, and
Ooh.
I was using a nail scissors because there's no scissors in the house, and I slipped and really nicely cut my finger.
Ooh.
2.5 hours in
ouch.
hospital. Yeah. So I'll pass it over to CJ.
I'm sorry, I'm really burpy tonight. Hello.
Can we get him out? Can we boot him?
Assy, as we like to call him.
Hello, Jackson Vapes, by the way.
Hashtag indigestion. Only one thing tonight. Odin 200 with the trilogy on top as normal. And in that, I am vaping on some just chilled mango, which is very, very, very cold indeed. So I like that a lot. And that's it. Really short and sweet. Really short and sweet. So the only one that hasn't gone yet, Benny.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'll address a few things. Yes, my shelves are looking rather nice. Thank you, Gareth. And yes, I've still got a wet patch, but it's disguised just over there that you can't see with a blue light and the shelf, so you can't really see it. And I think I know what it is. I think I found because it's old chimney breast. It's got a bit of plasterboard stuck on it, so I think it's that's leached through on plasterboard. And that's why it's showing up as a wet patch. It's actually, I think I'd have to knock everything off and restart, and I ain't going to do that. You can't really notice it unless I point it out. So
Just get a green screen.
Yeah, green screen, yeah. So I am on the mix with the Pandora, and in that I have got some Butterscotch Reserve from, I think it's the Bearded Wayne's Juice. So check that out at Vaping Hamster. Also, I'm on the ugliest tank in the world, in my opinion, is the Unlimit.
Bit of a beast.
That is tall. Gee.
Well, I don't really like it, to be honest with you. Well, it comes off too easy. I keep putting it down and pulling it back top, and it ends up pulling off in my pocket.
What tank is
What
it?
is it?
It's the Unlimit.
Okay.
So I liked it in stock coil. Not really a big fan of it in RTA mode. So I've got that, and that's on the Gruss. And in that, I have got some Sick Boy Your Mom.
It's a bit personal. We're only asking what you were vaping.
If your mum tastes like yogurt, strawberry, and something else, then yeah.
Oh, let's not go down that
Let's
road,
not even go
please.
there.
Jackson Vapes, welcome. Welcome, buddy. I think there's a couple of people just come in, Louis Fishing Chips and things like that. So welcome. So send the wall down and paint it with Johnson's water seal, let it dry and repaint it, Benny. Yeah, I can't be arsed now. It'll be right.
Get a hairdryer on it, it'll be fine.
It's not. I painted over it. It just keeps coming back. It's just like it's soaking into that patch. So it ends up looking. Well, you can see, if you look closer, that side.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's the other side.
Yeah, you can see it's there.
No.
I can see out.
Just over there.
You can't see it on cam, Benny. Sorry, we've no clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a bit like my green. It's a green screen, really.
No, there's a patch. And maybe it's something in your eye. I don't know. We can't see it.
Yeah,
it's fine.
The Unlimit, I had that once or twice, but it doesn't leak. Well, my first time it did leak, and the second time it seems all right. Now I've re-wicked it, but yeah, I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. It looks like a massive dildo.
Wow, you got some weird dildos laying around, man.
So, how are we all doing? Happy New Year to you, boys. Have you had a good
Happy
New Year?
to New Year, mate. Happy New Year.
And to you. And to you.
Did you have a good one, all of you?
No.
Yeah,
Well, it's very quiet. Very quiet. Literally just spent, like most people, the evening at home with the family. That was it. That was it for me. But it was good. It was nice.
Were you working?
You were working, yeah.
Oh.
Time did you finish?
I'll tell you how busy it was. Domino's had to close the store at 9 p.m.
Okay.
Because otherwise we would have run out of food.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was. I knew it. I knew there was something going on because I kept getting information off of Facebook from local to me that there was so many takeaways at like 4 hours late, 5 hours late delivering food and stuff. But we didn't do it. We just got some buffet stuff and chucked it in the oven.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Buffet. That's the way to go.
Mm.
So, James, when did you cut your finger?
New Year's Day.
Was that
Were
because
you
you had a few beers?
were you still pissed?
No, actually, I wasn't. But I did have I had hardly any sleep due to me next door neighbours partying till 5:30 in the morning.
Rude.
Yeah. Firing fireworks. Yes.
Oh, mate, did you see how many fireworks were going off New Year's Day? New Year's night.
Well, you should have seen the queue outside the bloody shop that was selling the fireworks. Should have brought a camera out and actually filmed it.
People were going extra over the top this year, weren't they?
Oh, yeah.
I noticed
Yeah,
that.
because there's no firework. Well, did anyone see that display they did in London? Did you see it on the telly?
Yeah.
No.
They did drones and stuff. It actually looked quite cool.
Yeah, it's quite impressive.
I saw a drone movie from South Korea where they had the New Year's fireworks kind of drone thing. That was good. Jeez. When you see that thing happening over here in Europe, it's like, oh, amateurs, dude. Look at North Korea. South Korea. Jeez.
They know how to do it well. They know.
Yeah, exactly. Bit of a spin-off.
So did
Cheers,
anyone
Simon,
get
for dropping
anything?
links in, because Nightbot isn't working. Sorry.
Oh, Simon62 is taking a job. Awesome, dude.
What were you saying, Steve?
Sam, Stu, Bob, Hank. Did anyone get any vape gear this Christmas? Or
Yes,
did
I
they
did.
Go and buy
I did.
some?
I did.
Did you?
I did. On the 31st. I received this.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, and I won't open it until tomorrow on the 510 connection. Ha ha! That's a cliffhanger for you. It has something to do with Mr. Anderson.
Ooh.
That's all I'm going to say about it.
Oh,
Mr.
does it?
Anderson.
Yep.
I think he's just put in that he's doing eye stands as well.
Is he? I saw something on his Instagram just before the show. I don't know.
Got some skills,
It's
that's
an
Paul.
anti-stand.
Got some skills.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Hi, Bill.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll have to try there, but
A chair. Try day, boys.
Oh dear.
Gareth was sat outside local pub on benches drinking Jameson's out of the bottle with landlord watching all the fireworks in -4 in t-shirts and shorts.
Oh, wow.
That's the way to do it.
Word.
Eddie, Happy New Year to you. So, we will go on to our special guests. Lively
Oh,
quiz,
can I
you
say
all
one
right,
thing
buddy?
before we go on? Sorry.
Yes.
Can I say one thing? Happy birthday, Mr. Devil Vapor.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
His birthday today.
It is, yeah.
Happy birthday, mate.
His birthday today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
That's Stevie Wonder, isn't it?
Yes.
So, we will go on to our guest. Welcome, Mr. Coils by Scott.
Yay!
Thank
Hello.
you for joining us. Another Leeds lad.
Hope you're all well.
Yeah, he's a Leeds lad, so I feel at home now. I'm not outnumbered.
Loot.
So, yeah, so we will go in because I know you're a sponsor of the Layback Vape Show, and that's obviously how we got you involved to come on to see us. We have got a discount code which works for up till what time tonight?
Till tomorrow.
Till tomorrow, and the discount code, obviously I can't put it in, but I'm sure Ian will drop it in chat for us.
Well,
So, no Leeds twang. We've all got Leeds twang.
I'm not actually even from Leeds originally, and I
Oh,
sound
right,
like I'm from
see ya.
Leeds.
So where are you from
this on a
originally
tablet,
then?
so it's taken a while.
From Teesside, Thornaby and Stockton,
Ah, right.
near Middlesbrough.
That place that thinks it's Yorkshire.
Yeah. But it's not.
No.
But yeah, I've been in Leeds for 18 years now.
Wow.
Long time.
It is.
Longer than I lived there, anyway.
Yeah. So does that make you 22?
I wish. I wish. I'd had 11 years.
So we will ask you, how did you start vaping? I know a little bit about you. I know. In fact, I probably do know quite. I've watched Layback Vape Show, so I know a little about you there. But I also know a little bit about you before that, because I used to watch I still do, UK. What is it? UKVN, which Big Tom used to be on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And Dale was on there. And I remember him first saying on there, I've got a guy that's building coils.
Yeah.
And he announced it on there, didn't he?
Yeah. So he was the original shop I worked at and took coils. He was my first customer, like wholesale customer. And I actually worked there for up until the beginning of this year. I worked for the Yorkshire Vapor up until then.
No, you didn't work for Yorkshire Vapor, did you?
Well, no. I worked for the Yorkshire Vapor up until it wasn't the Yorkshire Vapor, but was still the Yorkshire Vapor. But we won't get into all that.
So do you see Otterdale still?
Yeah, he lives local. I see him often. Like I say, I still nip into the shop. He's still
he still at the shops, doesn't he? Has he shut the Horsforth one now though?
No, Horsforth's still open.
Because he shut the Scarborough one, didn't
he? Yeah, he's just got Horsforth and Pudsey now. Yeah, great shops.
Yeah, it's very nicely done out. If you ever go up there, it's very nice. It's the Pudsey one. I've not been to the Horsforth one. The Pudsey one's lovely.
Yeah, both look the same. I actually built both the shops as well.
Right. Well, I remember because he used to be on Stanley Road, didn't he? Originally, when Big Tom were there before they moved up to Pudsey, and apparently the rent was too much, wasn't it?
I think the landlord wasn't very nice either.
Yeah, I only know that because I went in. I thought because I went past and it changed to We Are Vapes, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I went, oh, what happened at Yorkshire Vapor? He went, rents were too much, so he's moved.
Yeah.
So, hip up, big love, happy New Year. So yeah, so I do, like I say, I do know a little bit about you. And like I say, I remember watching it on there saying you're doing coils and that you could get them from the shop. So how long did you actually work in the shop as well then?
Yeah, so originally I worked in the shop just as a shop assistant, I guess. And then I was the area manager for all the shops when he had 4 or 5. And then I moved to the manufacturing side. So then I became the production manager of the manufacturing of the e-liquid. So I worked at the warehouses and I ran that section of the business. And then obviously sold the manufacturing side. And I went over to the company that bought them, and then they then closed the warehouse down, and I didn't have.
Have they closed it down now totally then?
Yeah. So they've moved it to their main facility that they've got in Lincoln.
Is it? I'm going to say it's Lincoln, isn't it?
Yeah. But I've been doing the coils since 2015 now, so it's been a while. I started building coils in 2015. I actually started Coils by Scott in 2016 early on. So it's nearly going on 5 years. So it's been going a while now.
Yeah, and you've just transitioned because obviously you left there and now you've got your own website now?
Yeah, well, I've always had my own website throughout the whole time. But now I just do it. I've got a better website because I do it full time now.
Yeah.
And I've added more products, so hardware, e-liquid and things like that, whereas before I only just sold the coils and that was it. But now I've got pretty much an online store, but only sell rebuildable products. I don't sell anything that takes a stock coil.
Right.
That only makes sense, right? If you're making
stock coils.
Yeah.
On that note, we'll talk about Yorkshire Vapor. Being an inside man of the Yorkshire Vapor, do you think it tastes exactly the same as it used to? Because I don't.
To when
Dale had it,
when the new company owned it.
Yeah.
Whilst I was there, nothing changed. I can't speak of what's happened since I left. But whilst I was there, because I obviously made the juice when Dale owned it and still made the juice when the new company owned it. And nothing changed then.
Right. Because like I say, hey, Andy, you all right? Happy New Year to you, mate. Yeah, I did sort of buy some and thought, it's not as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's dropped in price as well. So
yeah.
It really dropped in price. I've dropped it down with budget juice. And it was never a budget juice, I've got to say. No. So I need to. You've been working that. I need to know orange custard. Give me a recipe.
They'll PM you later.
Well, I know orange custard changed from the original one to the new one.
Yeah.
So if you were the original orange custard to the one that is in the gaffer, that is a different e-liquid completely.
Yeah, well, it would have done for TPD, won't they? Because I'm guessing it were V2. It were cat vanilla custard. You don't have to say. You can guess. You know what I mean? Because it's changed. You know, so a lot of things
changed.
Yeah,
like a lot of custards did around that time.
So yeah,
I don't think I've ever tried any Yorkshire Vapor liquids. I'm pretty sure I haven't.
Do you know? He's like I say, orange custard were banging.
Funnily enough, I actually got the very first bottle off the production line, and I had it. I was going on holiday over the time it was being released, and I got to take the first bottle on holiday and have the first bottle. So that was pretty cool.
It was one of them ones that you don't think should work, and it does.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It really. Do you think orange custard? That won't work, and it does. It really does. I thought it were banging. I thought it were banging that, like so. But yeah, I've used. Tom Matt's saying he's never had Yorkshire Vape because he always uses Les. You know, so yeah, a lot of people. If you're in Yorkshire, I think it was sort of a split between Yorkshire Vapor and Les. That Les picking that you sort of got your originally from, because Dale started off same as Les were on YouTube, but Dale started off sending Dale mail to Tom, Big Tom, and it sort of grew from there to what it was.
Funnily enough, my missus knew Dale before I knew him. She knew from when she was young.
Yeah.
Like teenager sort of age. So I knew Dale, and then she knew Dale already. So I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, I've got a lad at work that actually knows Dale because they're from the same estate, and he says,
you're
a bit of a cheeky lad.
Yeah. But anyway.
The only time I've ever really seen Dale was he used to be on Vape Talk UK sometimes.
That's it, Vape Talk. Yeah, that's what I come thinking. Yeah,
UK, yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I've seen him on there a few times back in the day.
And then we had our own podcast as well, the Yorkshire Vapor podcast, for a while.
Oh, okay.
That was like a YouTube podcast thing. That was cool. We had like a whole studio in our warehouse, and it was awesome.
Oh, that lad that used to do it with spinning the wheel.
There used to be Stu and Jay.
Stu, that's the one. I remember Stu.
Yeah, it's that one that is down south. He lived down south and he came over from, what he from Dr. Vapes or something like that. It was from another company, wasn't he?
It came from V-Juice.
V-Juice, that's it. I know he jumped over from another company to do marketing for Dale, didn't he? So I remember seeing him because he used to have that big wheel and the spin wheel and kept right. And he were in that castle sort of thing.
Yeah. He fell through the table. That was gold and that.
Yeah. So is he still working for them now then, or?
No.
Has all original team just gone now, except from Chopped, I'm assuming?
Yeah, so there's none of us from apart from Steve. Everyone knows Steve. Greenwood. Well, I assume everyone knows him. I just think everyone knows him. But yes, Steve Greenwood's still there in the shops. But all the original team, like obviously me, Tom, James Clark, and people like that, are all doing our own thing now.
Yeah, not seen Auto V-Juice for a while. No, I ain't seen Auto V-Juice for a while. Yeah, Yorkshire Vapor got sold. Is it beginning of last year? A year before?
Yeah, beginning of middle of 2018. No, 2019, sorry.
Yeah. Because that was quite a big shop that he sold it, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I remember always saying on the show that he'd never sell it unless he got a big price. So he must have got an extremely big price for it. Because that's what he put out on Vape Talk, UK. Vape Talk UK, he put out on there. Never going to sell it unless they come in with a very big price. So I assume that it was an extremely big price. That's yeah. So you're going on your own. You're doing your own thing now. You've got your own website. How is that going?
Really well. Like I said, I started doing it full time at the first lockdown. That's when I went full time, and since then it's grown massively. Since then, like 350% growth or something.
Woo.
This year I've had, which is crazy. But I guess if you put in 100% of your time into something and you're passionate about it and you've got the drive to do it, it's only going to get bigger and better. I've had a lot of 15, 16, 17-hour days building, marketing, because there's only me. I do all the design work. I do all the building, all the potting, all the posts on Instagram. There's no one behind the scenes. There's just me that does it.
Yeah.
Sometimes if I've got a large order, I get my son and daughter to put some stickers on some pots for some pocket money. But that's about the much help I get.
Well, got to learn where the money comes from, haven't they?
Yeah, they've got to earn the pocket money.
Exactly. So DA saying, is Scott by calls your full-time job because he sees they're stocking them on e-cig1 now?
Yes, it is my full-time job. I don't do anything else. And yeah, e-cig1 do take the coils, along with like Evolution Vaping is another big one. They're one of my biggest distributors as well. So yeah, it's good. It's good.
There's a couple of lads in that I'm guessing they're from that know you, because Adam Pickering's just come in. Hi, Scott. Are you good, bro?
Yeah, I know Adam. How's it going, Adam? You good?
And Bob coming. I've ordered from Scott a few times. Great service, fantastic coils.
Oh,
There you go.
So yeah, we have got
they are really good coils.
builder in the chat, which is Proper Coils.
Proper Coils. I know. I've not spoke to him personally, but I've definitely seen his work, and they're very, very nice looking coils.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's always nice because we've had 3 coil builders on here now. We've had Lethal Coils on. We've also had Proper Coils on, and we've also had yourself on now, which is good to get to see that people are still buying them handmade coils.
Oh yeah,
you know, it's good that people are out there doing them, and especially UK centric, because it were always American, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. And American coils are just, in my opinion, overpriced.
Yeah. And we've had Yorkshire Vapor on and all, because he does his own coils, doesn't he? Does Yorkshire, West Yorkshire Vapor.
Yorkshire Vapor.
Yeah, yeah, West Yorkshire Vapor. He does his own coils as well.
Yeah.
When he's not doing paranormal, walking in dodgy old buildings, scaring the shit out of himself.
Yeah, I've seen some of those come up. I'm like, oh no, I'm going to stay clear of that.
I said I'd go out with him one night, but they didn't. So yeah, so it's good to support, like I say, it's good to support British, companies that are actually doing your coils there, instead of going for your twisted messes and things like that. So, do you have a preferred coil wire type that you use?
I pretty much solely use aliens or a variant of an alien. At the moment, I have got 4-core N90 aliens in here. They're quite a low build. Obviously, being N90, they are very low.
That's my end of the stick, that.
Yeah, but JP, next time don't put your finger on it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I did that with this fucker because top came up, put my finger on it. Bastard. Smarts of it. So, any lads have you got? Oh, because obviously you've had them on before and you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a few bits and pieces. I mean, Scott's got a massive following on Instagram. He's got 8,443 followers on Instagram.
Ooh.
Facebook, 3,320. Obviously, coilsbyscott.co.uk. He is online also and does sponsor the Laid Back Vape Show. But yeah, I can say after I've tried the coils, I've got them in an Asgard that I purchased off Scott as well, and they are really great coils. And I can't find it now. It's gone. There it is. They're the ones that I generally use. Oh, you're not going to see that. There you go. Alien Claptons. They're the
Alien.
ones that I really like.
Uh,
I've
yeah.
got some mouth to lung coils as well, but I am waiting for a mouth to lung RTA before I go for gold with them. I did try putting some in the Berserker, but I find the Berserker really fiddly.
Well,
So-
for you, Ian, the latest tank that's coming out from Digiflare, the Simon Freeze coming out, so it might be something to keep an eye out. As well as I've got it in the bargain section for you to look out for later on.
Siren 3. I will do. What else do we obviously got? So you do Alien Claptons, Fralien Claptons, frame staples, fuse Claptons, and you do custom coils as well, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my full range, and they go from your 09 low builds, obviously up to your series builds, and then I have 3 different types of MTL builds, from a single coil Alien at 0.63, a 7.2 fuse Clapton, and then a 1.2 fuse Clapton as well. So I think I cover all the bases. I've got 17 varieties in stock at all the time, and then obviously custom coils on top of that. And I am in the process of releasing 4 more new types. There could be a spoiler with what I've got in here. The 4-core sort of aliens will be hopefully coming out very shortly. Maybe the end of January, February. I'll have 3 different types of 4-core aliens, and then a series coil as well.
You must have make a big order on your wire that you built. You're getting from the spawns. You missed by that in the box loading, really.
Yeah, I spent. Yeah, I'd probably buy, I don't know, at a time 50, 60, 70, 100 spools a time. I tried to make my aim to make for coils is I try to make 100 sets a day, and that sort of keeps me on top of where I'm at. So yeah, if I don't order a lot of wire, it's bad news.
So how long does it take you to build a coil?
Obviously, it's dependent on which type, but I don't know, a strip, which I make like 4 or 5 foot strips of Alien, or same with fuse Claptons. Aliens probably take me, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes a strip, and then a fuse Clapton will take me half that for a strip of fuse Clapton. So, and then each strip you get maybe 6 or 7 sets out of. So
that's a lot of work.
So do you have a setup? Do you still use your drill, or have you got a proper professional setup? Or
I use like a pendulum drill, so it's still on a chuck, but it's like it hangs up, like the motor hangs up, and it's actually got 1/6 of a horsepower as as my drill, and it spins up to 18,000 RPMs.
Wow.
I don't go that fast. I probably don't go half that fast, just because it's too quick. And then I've got like a little dial on my table that you can turn it up and down with, like a full setup, with like a swivel on one side, and then obviously my chuck on the other side.
Because I know Papa Coil's got foot pedal thing that when I saw it, like Jesus, that goes faster.
Yeah, I do have the foot pedal, but I don't get on with the foot pedal because I find, because I do quite long strips, and I'm not the tallest person, so I can't reach with my foot from one side to the other side.
Oh yeah.
my thing, and you have to keep your foot on the pedal at all times.
Right.
So with a dial, I just click it on, go to the speed I want, and then I'm free then to move around. So I find that much easier than a foot pedal, which
Right, I get you.
I do use my dial broke a few weeks ago. It stopped working. Must be overused. I don't know. And it just stopped working. So I had to go to my foot pedal for a day or two whilst my new dial got delivered. But yeah, I don't really get on with a foot pedal.
Right. Yeah, I was just at his shoulders and it were like, snip. I'm like, Jesus. They go.
Yeah, well, I do, if anyone's interested, I do tend to go live on my Facebook page on a Tuesday. It's a bit hit and miss. And I build coils live on a Tuesday night, usually around 8 o'clock. I used to do them every single Tuesday, but because there's just me and I'm just building coils, I thought I can't do them every week because it's just repeating the same thing over again. So, but yeah, I do go live sometimes on a Tuesday evening on Facebook.
You do that. What's in the sink thing as well, don't you?
What's in the sink competition? Because obviously I used to work in the warehouse and I used to have the space of the warehouse to work when I worked at the Yorkshire Vapor. Now, obviously, I don't, and I have to build at home. And I build in the kitchen. And one time I was live and something fell into the sink, and then it just rolled on from there. So now I do this what's in the sink competition, and basically I put something weird in my sink, and you have to guess what's in the sink, and you win a set of coils.
Adam's asking what's in the sink.
What was that? Sorry.
Adam Pickering's asking Scott, what's in the sink?
Yeah.
And I see you've replied to that, TJ, because Dave was asking where you got your T-shirt from.
Yep, good T-shirt, Marvel T-shirt from Tesco.
There you go, Tesco. Any
The
particular one?
supermarkets are available.
Yes, all the supermarkets are available. Yeah.
Everybody's asking what's in the sink now. So what is in your sink?
Probably right now washing up. I've just had my tea. But usually they've ranged from, I don't know, what have we had that was in the sink? I've a giant Vans trainer. So I've got this huge Vans shoe that's like this big. That was one of the things. And we've had, I don't know, all sorts of stuff in there. But that's the most memorable one, the giant Vans shoe.
So did you used to boil your coils at Yorkshire Vapor then? Or...
Yeah. Well, I used to use their building. I didn't do it whilst I worked there. So my day when I worked at the Yorkshire Vapor, I used to get to work at like 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning, do coils till 9 o'clock when I started work, then work till 5. And then I used to, when everyone went home, then I'd stay till probably 8, 8:30 in the evening, building coils again, and then I'd go home.
Yeah, I know Danny has your coils. He's got them in his shop.
Yeah.
I think he got them from Yorkshire Vapor when you were selling them through there, because that's the only place you could get them at one point, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As a sale. We've got a few things that have been in your sink. Apparently a car, a peace lily, and cross stitch.
Okay. So Emma is in the chat. That's my missus, is Emma.
All right, so that's what's saying that's in there. There's a car, a peace lily then.
Yeah.
DE saying, Scott, do you have a close relationship with Future Juice, and how did that come about?
I do deal with Future Juice. They take my coils in their shop as well. What's their shop called? Why is that just? It's gone. So yeah, and I stock their juice on my website as well. So yeah, I deal with Damien. He's a good lad.
I'm guessing that's like say. Rollinson Boy's been in your sink, apparently.
Yeah, Rollinson Boy's been in there as well, apparently, so he's saying.
So it must be the most favourite sink on Facebook, by the sounds of it, because everybody's been in it.
How these things work. we just roll with it. If this, that's,
Yeah.
we don't plan anything. We just go with it.
Yeah, Gareth saying there was in Danny's shop. Yeah, I know, mate. There was in Danny's shop on when you went in, because you went in on Thursday. I know they were in before. So I know they're in there because obviously I've been in shop and he did tell me. Vape Lodge, apparently that's called the Future Juice.
Yeah.
So
And Vaping Hamster sells coils.
No, it's in Bolton.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
I don't even know. I've never heard of them. So.
And Vaping Hamster sells them as well, apparently.
Vaping Hamster has them, yeah.
I'm saying, yeah.
We like Vaping Hamster.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like Vaping Hamster. Like I say, this is where he sent me this through. This way, well, I've had some Vaping Hamsters. He sent in some of his new homeboy, but he's having a stroll. So if you do go over and check out the people that come in, like Hip Hop Juice, Best Sig Liquid, Blazing Vapes, Danny's, and also Vaping Hamster, because I know that he put on his Twitter that he may have to go get another job at the end of January where things are going. So do go check him out. Not Bad Juices at Vaping Hamster. He does have deals on. So, and he's got a new line coming out. I think it's called the Old Boy or something coming out.
Yeah.
So do check him out. Do help him out, because it is a struggle time at the moment. Everybody's struggling.
Yeah, definitely. People are on now, especially, don't they?
Yeah. So everybody's struggling. So do check him out. There's a few places you can go. I know Steve's got his own site and he's needs some traffic there. So everybody needs to go out and show some love. And just have a look. Even if you buy a $5 worth of stuff, it's still money in the pocket, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
James, have we got any bargains this week?
Yes, we have.
Well, we might as well do them. I will play the little bumper. And now, from N.U.V.S, bargains of the week.
That's French.
I thought it was Spanish, to be honest. But...
If you watched Mixing Show, when we did vodka mixing, you'd hear me doing a French accent going, yes, we.
Oh, yeah. Your Scottish accent is so sexy, Benny. Oh, boy. That accent and that hair, oh, man.
Well, I know this is not really a bargain, really, but it's more for people if you know someone that's after quitting smoking. IVG is doing a free giveaway of their pods. Keeping its fucking same place. All you got to do is just to register into it and pay the £5 delivery. If you get the starter kit, it comes with 4 different flavours. Now, I want to thank Simon for mentioning this one out, Simon62, so thanks for that.
Good. So
if you know anyone who wants to quit smoking, somewhere to have a look, cheap deal type thing, just to get them to taste it, that's what they're most likely best for. Over to E-Sig 1. Now they've got a few stabilised woods, stab woods up for sale at the moment. They've got the Design Vatel 100-watt stab mod limited edition for $69.99, as well as the Gear 200-watt variable wattage stabilised wood in red, as well as in purple and blue for $59.99. They've got the Archery Coil Steel AIO pod mod with the RBA edition for $29.99.
They've also got the Archery limited edition 24K one, haven't they?
I don't get why they don't bring out the AK-47 in a gun metal. That should sound logical. Right?
Yeah,
it would.
You got the Sageli 213 fog starter kit for $28.99.
I'm waiting for the Uzi 9mm pod system to come out.
9mm.
Yeah, the AK-47 here for 20 quid. You got the Smot Mag. Well, it's a good thing you put next to each other, aren't they, really? That's again for 20 quid. The Vaporessium Mesh pod kit for $17.99. Well, the revision version of the Blitz Evo RTA for $14.99.
What's that, like a little mouth to lung thing?
It looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like a little mouth to lung.
The Flip Fried Tiger 70-watt pod mod kit for $14.99. And that's probably about it. Last but not least, I'm over onto Sourcemore. Now, it's the only place I actually found a real decent deal. Now, £50.46 for this. It's on pre-order at the moment. Now, the price is depending on the model that you want. But putting in your entry code of 2021, and you are looking, oh, it's got rid of me. Stupid thing.
Yeah.
Slog me out, that's what. Give me a sec. For $47.40, and that's with a £5.26 off it. And you got the P&P to go on top of that, but for, like I say, 48 quid for a brand new design kit, which is a Siren free. Well, usually I think I was about 30 quid when the Siren 2 came out, when I remember lastly. But like I said, with the version 3 coming with the kit as well, you can't go wrong with that.
It's a side-by-side thing, jobby, isn't it? It's a side-by-side mod, yeah.
That's me about end.
Very nice. Some nice little bargains there. There's not a great deal. There wasn't a lot over Christmas neither, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian's gone. His green screen's disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, that's another one that Mr. 762 pointed out to me as well with that one, because I've been looking around for it.
What Ian failed to tell you was he is entirely green screen.
Yeah, he's not really here.
Oh, come
He's just
on. We're keeping the dream alive. Come on, CG. Oh,
sorry, guys. Yeah, Ian was recorded. It was an interactive computer.
Yeah.
It couldn't be asked coming, really.
The batteries ran out on the camera.
Yeah. Steve, have you seen anything new?
Yes, I've got a couple of bits. Have a look. Boosh. Go on. When you're ready, son. There we go. We got the N.U.V.S Miso, little pod system.
It's me so tiny.
It's so tiny. Look, yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Aside from it looks like the actual. I'll get rid of that. Oh, I see. So like a bit of a side filling little flat type thing comes out.
In the Unifab, the ones that work with plates instead of actual coils.
I think they did originally. I think they've changed it now to coils. I think they were the ones that did the vibration plate things, didn't they? Whatever.
All the ultra wire sonic-y type.
Yeah, sonic ones. I think they've changed now. They don't do that. I think they found it was shy, but
vaping freely apparently. Nicotine delivery. There we go.
Well, that won't work in America, will it?
No. 2 mil, 1.2, side filling, adjustable airflow. Yes, apparently. 600 mAh battery, 3 to 15 watts, Type C charging. Yeah.
Type C is pretty much the standard now, isn't it? Thankfully.
Yeah. Very nice. Next up from Vaporesso, the Swag PX80.
yeah, I saw that. It looks rather nice.
It does, yeah. Man, that almost looks. I don't know. It's just way. It almost looks almost velvety. That sort of
almost looks like the Geek Vape Hero a little bit.
Well, it's not the same as this, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is Smart Scar Mini, but it's they're all a copy of the E-Leaf Pico.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Always wanted a Pico, but never got one.
I've got a Pico. I've got a Pico Squeeze as well.
Yeah.
Replacement coil without emptying pod. Yeah, it's got like a leather effect sort of thing. Yeah. Another tiny little screen, so I don't think it's going to be that big a mod, really, is it?
No, probably not. No.
A pair of glasses with it, guys. Can't see the screen.
80 watts.
Embedded IML screen.
It does look nice because it's embedded into mod itself, isn't it?
I guess it's an internal lipo, is it? It's got to be.
It'll be a
Looks very deceiving, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think the battery, because that would be, I would have thought you unscrew there and pop your battery down there.
Oh no, it does say there, external 18650 battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you'd unpop that little fella there.
Ah, right.
Battery.
Yeah.
And if you want to see how the Exion chip works, just watch my video.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear a really catchy song, then pop over to Gaz's channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honest and boys, it looks rather nice. I think it looks really good, that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I do
I
quite
don't
like
mind
it.
liking that. Good.
Like that.
And it takes the GTX coils, which are rather
Not
nice
sure
coils.
about- I'm not sure about those tanks, though. I don't like the one from Vupu. What is it? The
Yeah,
DMP.
yeah, that one. I
Mm.
weren't a fan of that at all.
Excellent chip. And the next one, a company I haven't heard of, Suron. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, I've heard of them.
Sorry.
I thought they were like higher end though.
No, they've done a few things of Sorin, haven't they?
So the Trio 85.
Deal on that. By the looks of it.
I think somebody needs to tell them it's not Christmas anymore. They've still got snow.
Little snowflake going down.
I don't know about amount of snow that's been going on around your end.
Yeah, like
Look all around, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's yesterday I looked out the window and I thought, oh, it looks a bit dodgy. Then not even 5 minutes later, it's covered everywhere. It's crazy.
We've had nothing at all. Nothing.
Same here.
I've had nothing but rain.
You're not alone.
Oh, so that's 18650 battery as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it just looked like an
I was saying that the other one looked like the Smock AL85, which it did, and also Stuart Aitken saying got the Swag 2 with a Pico, not even tried them yet. And yeah, Gav saying it's very much like the Wyrax launch coil system.
Yeah, obviously this particular one's obviously not at the moment TPD because it's got a 5mm tank, but it's got a lot of protection. And then another one from them is the Ace, which looks like a bit of there's a few different ones out at the moment now. Look,
yeah, that looks like the new next. Is it the Infinix whatever Smocker brought out?
Yeah. So no, it doesn't look too bad, little fella. But like I said, it's nothing original from the.
I'm not a big fan of the old
Nichols?
duckbill drip tips. That's my problem. That's part of the pod, isn't it? On that, I'm guessing. But
yeah.
Sounds about battery Type C charging, so that's good.
Yeah, it's like the Coco, innit? You know, they brought.
Yeah.
They all sort of go down that sort.
Yeah,
Of
that's
bring a side by side out, aren't they?
And that is it from me. Because then, I think being over Christmas now, a lot of them, these companies have just been spamming out, deals and this, that, and the other. So they haven't really released much. So I had to do a bit of digging to get that lot out. But...
Yeah, it'll come. What is it, Scott? Jackson Vape's just saying that he bought the tech mod, which I knew he did put on, and it doesn't work. It's worked for out of box.
Really? Yeah. Well, it's like I was saying to you guys, I bought this another one of the Prestige line with a no name, the Zero G pod kit. I bought that. It came, I think, last Wednesday. Anyway, I haven't even used it yet. And obviously the top comes off, but as you can see there, the magnets have come out. They're supposed to be glued in. Considering this is obviously I'll get this on wholesale. Considering this brand new in the shops is a £70 kit.
Yeah.
So luckily enough, I've contacted who I bought it from, and they've just said I can send it back, get it replaced. I mean, Danny's got one as well in the black version, and he said he's had no problem. So I might.
Have you done a review? I had to bang the review out for that straight away.
Yeah, I mean, I've already tried to contact Aspire and that to see what they.
I'd just bang a review out.
Yeah, so like you did with the boost, right?
So you do get it there with the pods that go in, bottom fill in, but also it comes with an RBA deck for it as well.
If we put a review out for it, I mean, if it's broken, it's constructive.
I mean, if I put it in like that, it does sit okay, so it might work like that. But I haven't tried it just yet because obviously I want to send it back. But it's quite good because I mean it's got bottom dial for your wattage and stuff.
Yeah,
on the bottom.
Yeah,
I was really looking forward to that coming through because
I thought it looked quite nice then.
Yeah, so
I've got I got a few. I don't know if you want me to pop Scott's Instagram page up, share that so people can see some coils and such like.
Yeah, of course can. Yeah,
a bit of that.
Cool.
All right, let me give that a go. Me and sharing screens don't normally go well, but we'll try. Are we seeing that?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So let's bring them up a bit. Wait for my internet. There we go.
Thank you, Emma, for putting that in. Emma's just put in the discount code if you want to go over and buy yourself some coils.
Thank you very much, Emma. Fralians, some lovely photography on these, I've got to say.
Yeah, do you do that yourself as well, the photography?
No.
Oh.
That's where I fall down in the photography side of things. I can't even take a
It's
picture.
really nice. Really nice.
I'm no David Bailey either, to be fair. They are very, very pretty looking coils, for sure. And functional.
Yeah, I'm absolutely terrible at taking pictures.
Let me just scroll down, shut that.
You'll notice the ones that I took.
Let's find them. Come on.
Let's have a look.
The ones I took.
Don't know. Those ones?
Yeah.
Still nice.
There's nothing wrong with them. Nothing wrong with those.
They were just big
the
pile
link
files.
won't come up. I'm not sure if the links, it does show up, but it's the link to his website won't show up. Apparently YouTube's being a bit of a twat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you go over to
that's a
www.coilsbyscott.co.uk and put in N.U.V.S 20, and that'll be your discount.
Yeah, that's on coils. That's on just on.
Yeah, coils only.
On his coils.
Coils only.
No,
Yeah,
it's
because you
good.
sell the you sell the Pandora as well. Is it the Pandora you sell? No, it's not the Pandora you sell. It's the Ether, isn't it?
Yeah, I did have the Pandora, obviously, as you can see, but they've all sold out, and I can't get them anymore, even though they're a great RTA. Oh, there's my son.
Nice.
But I do have the Ether, which is on. I don't know. Am I allowed to say it's on offer? I don't know what YouTube rules are, but it's on offer.
Yeah, you can say that.
On the site, and they come preloaded with the coil of your choice, wicked and delivered, all ready to go. Just add juice. So that's what I do with RDAs as well. So you can buy an RDA, you can get the coils already installed in the RDAs, and so they come preloaded.
Sorry, I'm just.
That's how you got yours, Ian, wasn't it? Because that's when you first mentioned Coils by Scott.
Yeah, that's how I got it from Scott. Yeah, no, it's good. It's really good service. Really good service. It hasn't been wicked properly since then, I've got to be honest.
Yeah. Silly Vanilli says, all you need, Scott, is a red and white stripe jumper. I'm guessing there must be a friend of yours.
Who's this? Sorry.
Silly Vanilli.
No.
All right. Oh, you might be on about. You look like Where's Wally?
Oh.
Where's Wally? Does he have a blue hat?
You don't want to see my hair under it. I've got no hair here. I've just got hair here, so that's why I always wear a hat.
Oh, it comes with the hat, right? If you take the hat off, the hair goes as well.
I've got no hair.
It's like this. This is only stuck on by Velcro. If I take it off after the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So did you get in touch with him, Ian, after you got to? How did you find him? Did you just look around when you was looking for yours, or did you see him on Instagram? Yeah.
What in regard to my what? Sorry.
What did you buy from him?
What, from Scott?
Yes.
The Asgard.
The Asgard.
Asgard. Yeah, preloaded Asgard.
So how did you find him? Did you look around, or?
I just, to be honest, I'd seen Scott via a Facebook page, and I'd heard of him through this and that, and I just thought I'd just go straight there. And it's it's good. I mean, the Asgard is a brilliant RDA in my opinion. I really, really like it. I haven't had loads of experience with them because we all know I'm a bit of a noob when it comes to that sort of stuff. But and it came, and it was, it's brilliant. It's fine. Like I said, it hasn't been wicked the same since, but I do my best. And it's I always get good flavour from it. always get a good flavour from it.
Cal's saying, Scott, do you still use the cordless jigs?
I'm not sure what he's on about.
If you can,
I'm trying to think because I've spoke to Cal's. I think I ordered something from him, but I can't remember.
Oh, thanks, Gary.
No, I don't think so. I don't know. If I'm being honest.
can we do a little
Maybe,
bit more?
maybe not. That's
We're not 100% sure what you're on about, Cal.
I can't
So
remember what I got.
I thought you might be just doing an Irish jig or something. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm trying to think. Can't remember what I got from him. I've got a lot of things that I buy for building, obviously. I can't remember. Sorry, I'm not, I'm not very good.
Do you find that you look at something and think, yeah, that'll make it a little bit easier?
Yeah.
And then when you get it,
Most
shit.
of the time it does. I think I probably do use them, but I can't remember where I got them from. That's my main thing. I'm not very good with remembering.
Yeah,
I think it's
I'm
a
not
male
either,
thing.
mate.
Pretty bad myself. Pretty bad myself.
So, is your favourite? Because I know I watched LBV when you were doing the mech one, and you used to use mechs a lot, but now they've reconverted you back to using mechs, haven't they?
What's this? Sorry.
You used to use mechs,
Yeah,
and then you stopped using mechs, and now you're back using mechs again.
yes. Pretty much all I've been using is a mech recently, and I love MTL, and I've been using MTL mods for a while now, and I didn't touch my mech at all for about a year, and now I'm just using RTAs, mouth to lung RTAs. But although mouth to lung RTAs are great, but you can't beat the flavour off a mech and an RDA or anything and an RDA, like a high powered wattage device. And I've just, because I've started using pretty much solely RDAs again now, because I'm at home all the time. I work from home.
Yeah.
I don't need to carry a little little mouth to lung device because I don't go anywhere. So my RDAs are where I'm back at again.
Yeah.
Great.
CJ, have you been using these coils in your trilogy?
I did for a while until they burnt out. I haven't got any more though, because I gave some to my friend because he wanted to try some and he loves them too. I think he said he was placing an order at some point. Whether he's done it or not, I don't know. But no, I did have some, and they worked perfectly in the trilogy. Improved the flavour, in my opinion. Yeah, really great coils. I usually use Aliens. That's what I normally use, so Alien Claptons. So yeah, they were great in there. Yeah, the trilogy is the only tank I ever use now.
That's why I asked you if you use them, because that's all you use.
I don't know what it is about it. It's just this setup I just use all the time. So
Dee's wondering, Scott, what's the largest order you've ever had for your coils?
I sold 1,700 sets.
1,700?
Good
God.
Once.
Oh, it's a big order.
Yeah.
So did you have them in stock, or do you have to make them from scratch?
I had a few in stock, but it took me 11 days to fulfill that order.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And do you wear gloves?
That was a busy 11 days, I can tell you that.
Do you wear gloves?
No. No, I can't.
So you've got lines in your fingers?
Pardon?
Have you got lines in your fingers with all the wire?
Well, I've got my hands are just full of calluses now. Luckily, I do obviously ultrasonically clean all the pots, and then when I'm potting them, I wear gloves. Then once they've been, I wear gloves then to put them into the pots. Just because obviously you don't want my oils from my fingers on your coils, do you? So they're all ultrasonically cleaned once they've been made and wrapped, and then I pop them wearing gloves.
I'm all for encouraging a bit of lubrication personally, but that's just me.
Emma's saying that you had help from them, so you didn't do it all yourself.
Yeah, that's when I said, when I said my kids did some of the label sticking and stuff.
Yeah.
That was that order.
So are you selling them overseas now as well then? Are you in other countries or are you just...
Yeah, so I've got a few shops around the world. I've got one in America. I've got quite a few in Europe and Israel and Libya.
Libya,
but in the UK and Europe.
Libya's a strange. Well, you don't think of Libya, do you?
Yeah, well, Libya, Israel, places. Right. They take coils. There's a few shops there.
Didn't Bogan or Grimm show off your coils in a couple of live shows? Am I right in saying?
Yeah, Bogan's used them. They've been in a few of Vaping Bogan's videos. I met him when I went to an expo in Germany at Hall of Vapes. And he got some of the coils then, and then they've been in his videos.
Was that when Yorkshire Vapor went 2 years ago?
Yeah, I went with the Yorkshire Vapor to Stuttgart, which was nice. So that was perks.
Yeah, that was about 2 years ago, that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I think it was. I went to the second Hall of Vapes, but I've also met Bogan at the Vapor Expo as well in Birmingham a couple of times.
Gareth saying Libya, sure they're not using them as firing pins or recoil springs?
I hope not.
You could be like, what is it, couldn't you? Tony Stark. It's got stickers all over them. Have you ever tried N.U.V.S coils?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I've met Mike a couple of times as well, or N.U.V.S. His coils are good. They're expensive.
They are expensive. Very expensive.
Because I've seen I've got a flawless down in Town by Me, and I don't know if they've still got them. I haven't been in there since before lockdown, first lockdown, but they were like 20 quid for a set.
Yeah,
that's pricey.
Which is expensive. But yeah, he's M-Turk is the OG. He's the king of aliens, isn't he? I don't know. Yeah. he's the guy when I first started building and I first met M-Turk, I proper fanboyed out and like I went to get a picture with him and my mate was taking the picture and like I had this fucking schoolboy grin on and I'm like and then I looked up and my mate's laughing at me and as he took the picture I'm like, and there's just a picture of me like from ear to ear. And it's just,
I mean, that was like me at the last expo, October last year. I managed to meet Grim Green and Twisted Messes. I can just remember going total like I'm just talking crap for about two minutes.
Yeah.
And went to go. He went to like do a fist bump. I went to do a handshake, and it was one of those awkward.
Then the year after, I met him the year after a couple of times and got more acquainted, I guess. And then, strangely enough, when I was in Germany, I went for a meal with Twisted Messes, Bogan, and a few other people that were quite big. We actually went out for a meal together. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Bit of a
You with the big guns.
Yeah, I was a bit fanboy then as well. I definitely felt out of place. I was like, these people.
Yeah. So, has anybody got any questions in chat? Sorry, I'll just ask that. Go on, CJ,
Sorry,
what were you saying?
Benny. Do you find when you meet these people though, like I've been on a show with Grim and Bogan, like do you find when you meet these people, they're so humbled as well. They're the nicest people you could ever meet, and you'd think they'd be a bit up themselves, but they're not. They're really down to earth. They're really nice people. That's what shocked me the most.
Yeah, all the big names I've met have all been.
Yeah, I think the first show I went to an expo, I met Mike Vapes because he was just releasing the Recurve at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I went up to the stand there and just had a chat to him, and he was absolutely sound.
Yeah,
nowhere you go to him or anything, he was all right. Mike Vapes.
Mike Vapes.
We've got a question from Tom Briscoe. Other than yourself, and I'll put that in. Other than yourself, who is the best coil maker going to date?
I'm Turk. Or are we not talking big names?
I just think he's asking who's best ones in general. I suppose, like I say, it'll be M-Turk or Twisted Message, won't it? That's the most famous.
Yeah. There's I feel like there's two different types of builders. There's like your people that build like your standard coils, and they build a lot of them to sell. And then there's your intricate sort of
boutique
builders, like your Mine Build and people like that make ridiculous coils that I definitely would never be able to make, in where they're doing crazy things with wire that I can't even begin to think about making. So yeah, there's M-Turk is probably the best, or the most known coil builder in the world, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, Tom's saying no, Scott is the best coil maker, all his coils are the best.
Yeah, apart from me, obviously.
That's what I said, apart from yourself.
M-Turk looks up to me. I'm joking.
Looks like you have a fanboy too.
Yeah.
But like I say, there is, because like I say, you do get people coming in, and I've seen, Proper Coils did exactly the same as you, started building himself, and that's how he sells them. West Yorkshire Vapor, he does the same thing, and starts. It is an art. I do think it's an art for you to do that, to spend that time with a wired ear and a wired ear, watching it and going. It is such an art form doing that.
Yeah, because I don't know about you, Benny. I couldn't do it.
No, mate, I couldn't. I was tempted. I was very tempted when I first started, and then I thought, nah, I'll let other people do that.
Yeah, basically as soon as I got into vaping, I started building coils, and I think that was not what kept me vaping, but it definitely helped, because I found that much more interesting. I don't know if that's the right word, but that got me hooked. Building coils is what got me hooked on the whole hobbyist side of vaping, I think.
Gareth saying they used to get specialist coils from Phil Turton. Don't know Phil Turton, and he used to go ridiculous coils. Never heard of it. What's the most... Obviously, you do your aliens. Have you ever been asked for something and you thought, I am never going to be able to do them?
No, not really, because I think I got asked for like a pitchfork coil before, which that's like where the outer core is wrapped within the inner core, and then it like looks like a pitchfork and it goes inwards.
Right.
And I said no, because I probably could be able to do it, but because I only charge the same amount for custom coils as I do for the rest of the coils, that these coils that people make might take them 6 or 7 hours for one set, and it's just because it is a business for me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's not a viable business plan to make one set of coils for £8.50 that takes me 6 hours.
It's below
not a
minimum
good
wage,
hourly
isn't
rate.
it? Graham Spears says, pardon me, he makes his own coils, and Gareth said he started with Dadius coil maker. That's that one with that little...
That little thing that goes across the table.
Yes. Yeah. Because that came out, didn't it, a few years ago?
It's this.
Yeah, one of them.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
I was
did you
worried.
use it, Jay?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's
And
it makes it a lot easier. I started with a drill, and just the ends flopping around. That doesn't work. Then you go with the little the fishing things at the
Yeah,
end.
the
You hook
spinners,
them in, and then that works better. Yeah, and so I tried this now. Yeah, works well. But no, not into aliens. Just Claptons and that sort of.
Yeah, exactly. Adam was
Still
saying the
buy
same
my
thing. There's
aliens.
no point building it yourself if you can buy them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you find the fun in it, the fun and the time in it.
Yes. Well, like yourself, Jay, that's your thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? You good with hands. And...
Just to go backwards, I've just remembered what I bought off Cal, and yes, I do still use it. it's what that.
The wireless thing, yeah.
Yeah, so it goes in the end of a drill, and it's for wrapping wire. Like, actually, once I've made the alien wire or the fused Clapton wire, this little mechanism, this little jig goes into the end of my drill.
Oh yeah.
And then I just hold it, and it actually wraps the wire. So if I've got a very large order where I have to wrap 200 or 300 sets at a time, I do use that. Yeah.
Do you use that band for that you stick on your coil? You could get like a band that goes over it that holds the wire in. It's like a knitting thing in it, or crocheting thing. It's
like a coil tidy.
That's
like
it. Yeah.
Spool tidy.
Yeah.
No, I don't use anything like that.
Because I saw them using that. I used to watch people like say M-Take and all that. They get this thing, you put it over top, and you can put your wire in, and it holds it in place so it don't go twang.
Yeah, no, I don't use anything like that. I just hold it.
Right. Because like say I've had that. I don't know if you boys have done it when you get a coil, when you get some wire out, it suddenly you take a little bit off, and so the rest of it goes.
Yeah, poof, it's all gone. Yeah.
It's nightmare.
Yeah. That it's if it's gonna be a bad day if you get like some 26 gauge wire and it's a brand new spool, and you take it out for the first time, and then you drop it, and then it just goes, and you've got like 300 meters of wire just in a ball, and you're like, this is how my day's going today.
So you get kids in.
I wouldn't put them through it. That'd be awful. They'd report me.
Yeah, no. Right, so we are coming up. It's 25 past, and Late Night Vape Show is on at 10:30. So we will go around and start saying our goodbyes. We will start with Amateur Vapors just put one in. What's your favourite coil to build?
Favorite coil. I like building aliens. Aliens. I like vaping aliens. I like making aliens. And yeah, aliens. I like. Yeah.
Yeah, Graham's just saying aliens can be a bit of a pain. As you make a mistake, there's no going back.
Oh yeah.
No.
Try it once, never doing it again. I leave that to the pros like you, Scott.
Right, so like I say, it's coming up to that time, so we will go around and say our goodbyes, and we will start with JP.
Thanks, Benny. Thanks, Scott, for coming on. Been very, what's the word for it? Educational show, actually. Learning a lot more into the coil side of things.
Thank you.
Nice to see you too, Ian and CJ. And hopefully we'll see you a bit more as well over the year. As well as the rest of the cast. It's been brilliant casting with you. For Danny, I hope your brother gets well, and we'll talk to you soon. For the people in chat, been brilliant. Chat's been flowing real nicely. And yeah, and I'll see you on the next one. And I'll pass it over to Blazing.
Thank you very much, JP. Yeah, thanks, Scott, for coming on the show. It's always good to Good to see you. We've had you on on the other show a couple of times.
Yeah.
Thanks to all my fellow casters. It's been a good first show of the year. And everyone in chat, thanks for coming in and watching the show. And you'll catch me, Josh, and Ian tomorrow night on the Layback Vape Show, and where our guest is the amateur vapor. So that should be interesting. And I'll pass that on to Jay.
Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, thank you guys for having me on. Scott, thanks for popping in. Awesome, good stories. It was nice to hear those. I wasn't really there because my Zoom kept popping in and out, so I couldn't really, get into the conversation. My apologies for that. But thanks, chat. Thanks to the spanners. And I will just plug our new show tomorrow at 10:10, the 510 Connection. So look that up and see you tomorrow. So big thanks. Have a good evening. And I'll pass it on to CJ.
Okay, thank you very much, Jay. Yeah, like everyone said, thank you very much for popping in, chat. Really do appreciate it. All spanners do your job. Fantastic. Like as always, I've just been a tag along tonight because I was bored and I was off for a Sunday. So thank you very much for having me in. And it's nice to be back on the show. Shame without Danny. Hope your brother gets well soon, like James said. Ian, Steve, I love you guys as well. Layback Vape Show, like Steve said, tomorrow at I forgot the time. 7 o'clock.
7.
So thank you very much for having me.
Sorry, when?
And thank you very much, Scott, for popping on. Third time casting with you now. So yeah, really, really nice to have you on again. So thank you very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Pass it on to Ian.
Lovely. Thank you, Josh. Benny, James, Steve, Jay, Scott, it's been a pleasure. Obviously, Josh as well, but obviously because, I'm Northern Union, but not Northern Union. But yeah, thank you very much. I've enjoyed it. It's been really good. And I've got a green screen in case anyone didn't notice, but you can probably see that blind.
Oh,
gives it away. But never mind. Yeah, it's been really good. It's been really good. Scott, thanks very much for popping on, mate. It's been a pleasure. And very, very interesting. Very interesting. Thank you all in chat as always. It always feels like home coming back here. So thank you. And what else I forgot to say? Yeah, spanners, everyone, thank you all for doing your stuff. And join us on the Labour Vape Show tomorrow evening from 7, where we, like those guys said, we've got the amateur vapor. Ben is obviously on a Wednesday with his friends mixing stuff.
Change the name. It's a new show.
It's what?
New show.
New start.
Can you tell it?
Oh, go on.
It's a UK e-liquid mixing show.
Oh,
Nice.
Moist.
Okay.
Moist.
A moist UK mixing show.
Moist.
What else have I got to say? Yeah, make sure you follow Scott and pop over to his Facebook and website and get in there with the code, which was, I've forgotten it, N.U.V.S 20 for 20% off between now and midnight. Scott, did you say?
Yeah. Some point.
And that's it. Love you all very much. I will pass it round to who hasn't gone yet.
I haven't.
Let's go to Scott. Scott, over to you.
Thank you everyone for having me on. It's been awesome. I've really enjoyed it. And I am definitely getting into the YouTube thing, especially with I've been on the other guy's show on a Monday a couple of times, and I really enjoy it coming on to shows. So if you'd have me back, I would definitely.
Yeah, of course we will, mate. Yeah, anytime.
And yeah, thank you everyone in chat that asked questions, and sorry for rambling and forgetting what I wanted to say. Because I do still get a little bit nervous when I'm on these sort of things. So thanks for bearing with me, guys. So yeah, thank you very much everyone for having me, and yeah, it's been great.
No problems, thank you. So thank you everybody for joining us in chat. Yeah, from keeping Jay, but yeah, did you call the UK mixing show? Yeah, we did. No, I'm joking. Thank you, everybody in chat, for joining us tonight. It's been absolutely fantastic. First show of the year, onwards and upwards. We will get better. Obviously, Danny will be back at some point, and we will sort out some giveaways and everything. Thank you very much for the spanners for putting their links in. Scott, thank you very much for coming on, mate. Been absolutely fantastic. And thank you very much for that code. Please do go over and use that code. N.U.V.S 20 will get you 20% off his coil. So please go over and use that. Show him some love. Obviously, check out the boys tomorrow night on Layback Vape Show, which is Josh. Thank you for coming on. You're always welcome. You know you are. Ian, thank you for coming on. You know you're always welcome. You're always part of the N.U.V.S. James, Jay, and Blazing, thank you very much for joining me tonight as normal. Go check out Jay's new show tomorrow night at 10:10, the 510 Connection, with Disco Potato. So it's the first official
I just linked it there. Sorry, I was knocked off again. Fucking hell.
You're going to have to get that sorted.
Definitely.
Before tomorrow night. So yeah, go check them out. You can find me on Wednesday with the new I don't even know how to say it, new version of Mixing with Benny and Friends. It's now the UK e-liquid mixing show. That is at 9 o'clock on Wednesday night. So big love, happy new year to everybody. Go check out the Late Night Vape Show, which will be on now. So catch you all later and see you next week.
Thank you, everybody. Take care.
All right. I was going to say.